Okay, then it will be check these two conditions. Now let's going to how to implement this and or operator. And here's in definition in concept, the logical and operator doesn't check the second conditions. Okay, the logical and operator doesn't check the second condition if the first condition is false. If the first condition is false, then it will not check the second condition, because in logical and operator, two conditions or two part is important, that is both of them should be true. It check the second conditions only if the first one is true. Now let's going to how to work with AND operator and Java. And here I want to remove this part. And while you want to remove this part, for example, here I want to create two variable. One is in x, in x I want to store 10, and the second one is y, in y I want to store as well 20. So here's I want to implement AND operator, okay, yeah, and print lns, and here's I want to check x is less than y, okay, x is less than y, and okay, y is greater than x. Now look here, if you look and here's for example this is our first conditions, this is my first conditions, and this is the second conditions. Look here, and x is less than y, it is right or wrong? It is right or wrong? It is right, okay, because 10 is less than 20. When this
Right.
operations, yeah, this is the first conditions. The first condition is true because y is less, because x is less than y, 10 is less than y. Now look here, it will be check the second condition. Okay, in AND operator, if the first condition is true, then it will be directly check the second conditions. Okay, y is greater than x. Look here and see 20. Okay, and why we have 20? 20 is greater than 10. 20 is greater than 10. It is also true. Okay, when true and true, the result will be true. Okay, so here's when you run this program, it will be give you one simple message. The message is true. So here's AND operator is check the two conditions, the first conditions and second condition as well. It will be check the two conditions. If both of them is true, then the result will be true. If one, for example, if the first one is true and the second one is false, then the result will be false. Okay, now look here, and when you run this program, I want to save it, and here's I want to save these programs and then compile it. Java C demo 12.java and Java demo. Okay, so the result will be true. Okay, it will not save. I want to save it. Save. Now I want to compile it, and then here I want to Java demo 12. Okay, now look, here's the result is true because the two condition is true. When the two condition is true, then the result will be true because here's x is less than y, this condition is also true, and y is greater than x, it is also true. Now look here, the result will be also true. So if I here's for example, here's I want to change this conditions, x is greater than y, x is greater than y. Look here, is x greater than y? Oh no, okay, x is less than y. The first condition is false. The first condition is false. This is the first condition of AND operator. When the first condition is false, the AND operator will not check the second conditions because in AND operator, two conditions is important. Okay, the first condition is also true, the second condition is also true. When these two conditions true, then the result is true. So look here, the first condition is false, and the AND operator has one rule. That rule is if the first condition is false, then I will not check the second conditions. Okay, then when you save this program, the result will be false because the first condition is false. and I want to remove this. Okay, remove, and here's I want to save this, and going here, and after that run this applications, and here Java C demo 12.java. Okay, so the first condition is false. When the first condition is false, then it will not check the second condition. Now look here, what is the output? The output is false because the first condition is false. When the first condition is false, then it will not check the second conditions. It is all about the AND operator. Okay, look here, the condition, the result is false. If, for example, if x is less than y, okay, and here is the y is less than x. Look here. In this examples, the first condition is true. X is less than y. Yeah, it is true. It is true. And now it will be checked directly second conditions. In second conditions, y 20. 20 is less than x. 20 is less than x? No, 20 is greater than x. Now, the second condition is false. When the second condition is false, the result will be also false. Okay, now when you save this applications, when you save this project, and I want to save it, okay, and clear all of them, I want to save it, and then look, going to CMD, and here's, I want to compile it, Java demo 12. Run it, okay? What's the result? The result is false because here's the second condition is false. When the second condition is false, you can also, and the result will be also false because two of them is important. Now let's going to talk about another one, that is OR operator, okay? What is OR operator and what is bitwise, okay? And bitwise operator we will discuss in class, keep it because it needs for a lot of work, and first of all it will be converted into binary, and after that it will be doing operations. And here logical operator, logical OR operator. What is OR operator? The logical OR operator doesn't check the second conditions if the first condition is true, okay? Because here's one rules. That rule is if from two conditions, if one of them is true, then the result will be true. If the first condition is for example, if the first condition is false, it will be check the second condition. If the second condition is true, then the result is true. If the first condition is true, then it will not check the second conditions. Directly, it will be displayed true. It checks second conditions only if the first one is false. Now look here, and here's what is the operator of OR operator? What is the symbol of OR operator? System.out.println. Okay, look here. X is less than y. Okay, and after that we use OR operator. Okay, how to use? Okay, here's it is a symbol. Okay, the symbol of OR operator. Yeah, it is a symbol. Yeah. Okay, it's a symbol. Who can tell me what is the name of the symbol? Who can tell me?
I don't know.
What is the name of the symbol? You don't know? Naeem?
We know it as a OR operator.
OR operator, yeah. I know as well, OR operator. Oh, the electricity is done. The OR operator, yes. Farida.
I think it's slash.
No, Farida.
أستاذ تعرفوا بعمل شكل ما بير مشاكل علامات أو شنفتين دقيقة أستاذ ما مشان هايفون.
Oh, دقيقة يا أستاذ بوش حبيبة.
بله.
میفهمی؟ یا با کدام اپراتور یاد می‌گیریم؟ نام دی اپراتور چی است؟ می‌بینی؟ بعد معلومه ایش اپراتور؟
تور پایپلاین؟
آفرین شاباس.
پایپلاین
است. یک کس در لینکس هم به نام پایپلاین یاد میکنه. خب نام زی پایپلاین است. اور اپراتور هم
ما نشنیده بودیم.
اینا رو شنیدید. یه دیگه یادتان باشه که یک چی است، یک محصل از افترنون که است که این وقتان جواب داد. خب به نام حیوه یک تاپر است. ماشاءالله لایق است. خب x is less than y. Okay, now and then we use this operator called pipeline operator. And after that, here's x is less than y, it is true. And so here I want to use the y is less than x. Okay, look here, look carefully. The first condition is true. X is less than y. The first condition is true. In OR operator, if the first condition is true, it will not check the second conditions. The second condition will be eliminated. The second conditions will be ignored. Okay, and here the second condition is y is less than x. Y is not less than x. Y is greater than x. So okay, look here. The second condition is false. Okay, the result will be also true. Okay, so it will not check the second conditions. If the second condition is false, then it will be check only the first conditions. Okay, in OR operator, if one of them is true, now the result will be also true. And when you run this program, it will be give you the message. And what type of message? The message will be true. Okay, now I want to compile it. Java C demo 12. Demo 12.java. Java demo 12. Okay, now what's the result? What's the result is true, because if one of them is true, then the result will be true. Look here, if a person asks you, okay, for example, the first one is false, okay, and y is less than x, y is not less than x, y is greater than x, and the second conditions I will be true, x is less than y. Okay, now look here in this example, the first condition, it is the first conditions. Okay, the first condition, y is less than x, it is true. But if I remove it, okay, if I remove it as a for example, x is greater than y, x is greater than y, and x is less than y. Okay, look here, the first condition is false. This condition is false. X is less than y, not greater. Okay, the first condition is false, but the second condition, x is less than y, it is true. Okay, now what is the rule of OR operator here? The rule of OR operator is here, if the first condition, if this condition is false, it will be directly check the second conditions. Okay, it will be check the second conditions. If this condition is false, if this condition is true, then the result will be also true. Okay, it is the all rule about the OR operator. Now run these programs. And going to, and after that compile it. Java C, and here's Java, and after that and demo 12. Okay, now here's the results also true. If both of them is false, okay, x is greater than y is not, okay, and also I want to again use x is greater than y, both of them is false. If the first is false, the second condition is also false, then the result will be also false. Now compile these programs and run this program. Okay, look here, the condition is false. Now it is all about the OR operator, and we have bitwise OR operator as well. Then I will be discussing about this in the class. Okay, now let's going to about ternary operator. What is ternary operator? Okay, ternary operator is used. Okay, anyone has questions? Proceed. No record. No, it's recordings.
No questions.
Record aspects. Okay. Maybe record us nahi, bali record aspects. And now let's going to ternary operator. Java ternary operator is used as one linear replacement of if then else statement. Okay, and use a lot of in programming language. Okay, and it is only conditions operator that will takes 3 operands. How will it takes, for example? And this is the operator that is used act as if else statement. Okay, look here, ternary operator is used is same as if else statement. What? For example, here I've used x is 10. Okay, and here I use another variable y is 20. Okay, so I use if x is greater than y. Okay, so I want to use here system.out.println. Okay, x is greater. Okay, if I use else system.out.println, y is greater. Y is greater. Now look here, and it is the about if else statement. But if I use instead of this statement, use the which statement? Ternary statement. How should we use? Okay, this statement. Okay, it is similar. It is similar like this. Okay, int, for example, I want to find the minimum value. A is less than B. If A or X is less than B, then A is minimum or B is minimum. Look here, I want to remove this part. I use what? I want to use one variable by the name of minimum or minimums. Okay, look here, I want to use the ternary operator. How to use ternary operator? First of all, I want to, for example, if, okay? How should we use if? A or, for example, X is less than B. If X is less than Y, then X is minimum. If X is, okay, this is the if part. This is the if part. If X is less than Y, then the minimum value or smallest value will be stored in here in man value, in man variables. And if, okay, here I want to change it into small, okay, small, into smallest. If X is less than Y, then X is the smallest value. Or otherwise, else. How to use else? Else. If you want to use else, we use what? We use questions mark. If X is less than Y, it is the if part. Okay, keep in mind, it is the if part. If X is less than Y, then X is the smallest value. If else, we use which operator? For else, we use the question mark operator. If A is not, okay, then we use what? Then we use the B or X is smallest. So we use the, then the smallest value is Y. Okay, so it is very simple. It is ternary operator. It is if part, if X is less than Y. If X is less than Y, then X is the smallest value. Else, for else we use question marks. Else, okay, Y is greater. Then run these programs. Okay, before this, I want to display this message. Then ln's smallest. Okay, now when you run these programs, I'm going here compile this. When you compile it, and here I want to display now Java demo 12. Okay, what is the smallest value? The smallest value is 10, that is X. So if you use, okay, if X is smallest than Y, then the smallest value is X. Okay, else, okay, if it's not, okay, we use the Y is smallest is Y value. Okay, instead of if, we use here this this part. X is less than Y, it is this part. Okay, if X is less than Y, then the smallest value will be X. So, and the second one, this part, else, okay, for else we use question mark. Else, okay, this is the symbol of else and the ternary operator. And if the X is not smaller, then Y is smaller. Okay, for this purpose, for this part, we use this sections. Okay, and if X is less than Y, then the smallest will be X. Else, for else part, we use the question mark. Else the Y will be smaller. So it is it is same like if else statement, but if we use this linear if else, it is based, and most programmers use the if else statement. Okay, like if else statement, instead of if else statement, most programmer use the ternary operator because it takes less space, and in shortly you can also define it. Any questions up to now? Any questions?
No question. Thank you, sir.
Okay, and so this is all about the ternary operator and assignment operator. We will discuss in next lecture. or inshallah we will be discussed in the class after it, and I will be explain more assignment and more operators, okay, that you will be need for exam, you will need for interview questions. And for today it's enough.
بس فاكر الكلاس بعدين ولا السنة اللي فاتت؟
ان شاء الله بخير. شو نفتي عندنا بخير إيدس. Have any questions? No questions?
No, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And